It is Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
What a pleasure to talk with Pastor Brian Bloye of Westridge, and you see him there in the office, and that's got to be a lifetime or 2 lifetimes of books behind it. What do you think?
It's about 32 years of books right there, Rick. I don't know if it's hoarding or what. I just can't seem to get rid of my books. So,
you know, you did look familiar. I love that show, Hoarding. I think you are a book hoarder. You know, it's taken us a while to get with you, and not your fault. But maybe I shouldn't have said that. It'll be the next time. It'll be years before we talk to him.
Oh, that's fine.
We wanted to catch up with you to see, first of all, how you guys are doing, you and your family, as far as this COVID-19 pandemic. It took us pretty much all by surprise.
Sure.
Dan and I socially isolated in our home studios now for over a month.
We've been socially awkward for a long time, but now we're socially isolated as well. So
that's great. Thanks for telling him that. But so I think we're adjusting pretty well. First world problems, right?
Yeah.
No toilet paper and challenging food items in the store. But we wanted to check with you guys. How's your family doing at this time?
Yeah, our family's doing well. I actually, my wife and I have 2 young adult sons, 25 and 21. And they're actually both at home with us right now, which is interesting because we keep thinking we're empty nesters and then we're not. So, but honestly, it's been really good to have them home, and we're just doing a lot of things to try to stay close with each other. We're playing badminton outside. I mean, we're building campfires. I'm going to probably throw up a tent that I didn't even realize I had till the other day. So, yeah, we're doing a lot of creative things right now that. Just to connect with each other and trying to stay inside as much as possible, like everyone else. And so it's been, yeah.
And I think that's a cool thing. I mean, if there is a cool thing about this whole coronavirus pandemic, the cool thing is people are being kind of forced to stay at home and kind of reconnect with their family. And there's only so much Instagram you can look at, and you have to actually talk to people. I think that's been a good thing probably for some families.
Yeah, no, I think it has been. This is a season where, so many of our families in church, and certainly we've been, a part of this for many years, chasing our boys from ball field to ball field or gym to gym or whatever that looks like. And it just, you just find yourself coming and going constantly and so busy, and it's made everybody just stop. And I believe we're having to really focus on relationships. We're having to focus on each other. We're having to focus on ourselves, getting ourselves emotionally healthy. I know there's a lot of people that are really struggling during this time, which is certainly understandable, but I think that this is a great opportunity. I really feel like that God's giving us a moment, not only as families, but certainly as a church.
Mm-hmm. Pastor Brian Bloye, lead pastor of Westridge Church. I'm assuming that you guys are screaming like everybody else, and you leading a team, probably using Zoom. I would assume quite a bit. How's that all going for you? And how have you seen your church react?
Well, first of all, just our meetings. I mean, it took us about a week or so to get everybody up to speed. We had to get all of our groups online, which was a challenge. We actually just had our staff meeting back at 9:00 this morning and had 3 screens of people. And so, we see each other once a week that way, the whole staff. And some of our older staff members we're having some fun with them. I got to be honest, my mom, who I won't tell you how old she is, but by looking at me, you might guess, but she's made it interesting just trying to navigate through Zoom. And a few weeks ago, the very first staff meeting we had, her husband was trying to help her get online, and he actually was standing there in his underwear. And so it made for a very interesting moment. Of course, my staff started screenshotting it and sending the picture. We had a complete meltdown of laughter on the phone call. And so now it's kind of like Wednesday mornings. Let's show up just to see what Pastor's mom's going to do.
Now, is he in counseling right now after this whole
no, we're in counseling,
if you will?
We're all in counseling after seeing it. So
he's now an underwear model. I mean, who knew?
Oh, my gracious.
I don't know.
That is fun.
No, but, our church, we spent a week just trying to get all of our groups online, just getting them connected. That was a chore. We really just decided that we were going to try to put out content almost every day. And so we have a new rhythm, through the week where I'll put something out on Facebook Live early on Monday morning. And then Tuesday night we do something, Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday, there's a Q&A between myself and one of my associate pastors. So I find that the more that we're able to stay connected with our church, it's helping them kind of get through this. What people need right now more than anything is just hope. Mm-hmm. And so they're looking for hope. And obviously, it's tough to watch the news because you're not, every day is a little bit different and things have been changing so rapidly. So what we've tried to do is just be a consistent voice of pointing people to Christ and pointing people to the hope that we have in Jesus. And so the best way, fortunately, we were already, doing a lot of stuff on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And so we were able just to, move some things around and start putting out more content.
One thing I've always loved about Westridge is you guys are so involved in the North Paulding, West Cobb area and in the community. And you guys have stepped up in this time to help out folks. Talk about what you guys are doing to help folks who maybe are struggling to put food on the table, find toilet paper, things like that.
Yeah. Well, first, a few things we did. We just looked at some of our ministry partners. We have a ministry called Kaya, which really stepped up, and we're helping all of the students who are at home with breakfast and lunch. And so we invested financially in them. And we have another ministry that we're part of called Warehouse of Hope that we invested some finances there. And then Love Beyond Walls, which is a ministry with Terrence Lester that works specifically with the homeless downtown. Mm-hmm. Terrence is one of our teaching pastors at Westridge. So we invested there. And then we just started, looking at our older adults as well. Making sure we started visiting them and taking them flowers and mason jars. And we put out a goal to call everybody in our database in our church just to check on everybody. So we're in the process of doing that. But also we set up a care site on our webpage where if you're a family in the area that just basically has run out of food, you can go to that care site and fill out just a quick form. And then we'll match you up with somebody in our church. And then that family goes to the store, buys the food, and then delivers it. And so we've just been able to just kind of match people who have needs up with people who can help. And that has really taken off. We've been able to help hundreds of families here in Paulding and even in West Cobb. And tomorrow, I know our outreach team is going to be delivering lunch to the entire staff at the Wellstar Paulding Hospital, including the nursing home. So we're, just looking for opportunities. We showed a generosity story this past weekend at Easter where we found a lady from Guatemala who has a son with extreme special needs who's 12 years old. She has 6 kids. She's a single mom. The restaurant she works at just closed. And so we were able to pay 3 months of her rent, and we're also rebuilding her bathroom for her son, who she has to literally carry in every day to bathe him and, use the bathroom. So we're just, I feel like God has really given the church an opportunity right now to meet the needs of a community. There's so many people that are struggling just with basic needs. And I've told our county sheriff, please call us when you find a family, an older adult that just needs toilet paper or just needs something, call us and we'll be there for you. So, and we're seeing other churches in the community doing the same thing, which I'm so proud of all of our friends. It's a unique group of guys here in this area who really worked well together.
Yeah, we love that. Pastor, we got to go to a break. We thank you so much for your time. Your team is amazing. We've always heard great things about you guys. We'd love to get back with you in a few weeks. Let's do this. Let's take a break. But first, westridge.com is the place to go. Pastor Brian Bloye and his amazing team there at Westridge. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.